Let's continue with simplify expressions. This time we're going to look at -2 times parentheses 5x minus 2y plus 3, close the parentheses. Okay, now here order of operations says parentheses, but inside the parentheses is adding and subtracting, and we have no like terms, so we can't do any operations here. So what other way do we have to remove the parentheses? Well, we can remove it with distribute, which is a multiply step. Distribute means we multiply -2 times all three terms inside the parentheses, and then we can remove the parentheses. Alright, so let's mentally multiply here. -2 times 5x gives us -10x. -2 times -2y gives us positive 4y. -2 times positive 3 gives us -6. And then we check to see if we can collect any like terms. We cannot, because we have no like terms. Let's look at another one similar to that. We have 5 times 6x plus 3y minus 4. Alright, again, we cannot do any work in parentheses, so we're going to just distribute to remove the parentheses. This would give us 30x plus 15y minus 20. Alright, here's a longer expression, but it involves some of the same distributing that we just did. A longer expression, 6p plus 7q minus 3 times 6p minus 6q plus 3r. We'll close the parentheses. Okay, so we have addition, subtraction, multiplication, and inside the parentheses, addition and subtraction of unlike terms. So we know that we have to distribute to remove the parentheses. So we're going to treat the 3, we're going to treat that like a -3 to multiply, so we can take care of signs as we multiply. So 6p is not multiplied by anything, neither is 7q. Now we're going to distribute the -3 by multiplying it to remove these parentheses. -3 times 6p is -18p. -3 times -6q is positive 18q. -3 times positive 3r is -9r. Now we look to see if we have any like terms to collect, and we see that 6p is like -18p. The signs are different. We subtract for 12p. We keep the sign of the larger, which is negative. We see that 7q is like 18q. They're both positive, so we add for positive 25q. And -9r has no like term, so we bring it down as is. Okay, let's look at another one similar to that with more parentheses. We'll look at 4. Start with a bracket, 4 parentheses a minus 7, close parentheses, minus 3, close bracket, plus open bracket 2 times a minus 5, close parentheses, plus 10, close bracket. Okay, it looks like a challenge, but we can work our way out if we just stick with the order of operations. So we have brackets and inside parentheses, brackets and inside parentheses, and a plus sign between the two brackets. So inside, we're going to take care of the parentheses first. We notice we can't do the work inside, so we distribute. And the bracket stays with us, and 4 times a gives us 4a. 4 times -7 for -28. We don't distribute the 4 to the -3 because it was outside the parentheses, so we bring down the -3. Now we're not ready to get rid of the brackets yet, so we keep the brackets, plus, open the next bracket, we're just getting rid of the parentheses right now. We have to distribute again. 2 times a for 2a, 2 times negative 5 for negative 10. We don't distribute to the positive 10 because it's outside the parentheses. Bring it down as is, plus 10. Okay. And close your bracket. Now, there's work we can do inside the parentheses. So let's do the work inside the parentheses. We have collect like terms here. So we have 4a minus 31. And we could keep the brackets, but we can see we're down to no like terms and nothing in front of the bracket to distribute, so we could let the brackets go at this point. Plus 2a minus 10 plus 10. Minus 10 plus 10 is 0, and we know that plus 0 won't change 2a. So 2a is now by itself, and there's no more work in the bracket and nothing in front of the bracket to distribute, so we can drop the bracket. Now we need to see, do we have any like terms? And yes, we do. 4a plus 2a, they're both positive, so we could say 6a minus 31. And at that point we have no more like terms to add or subtract and are finished.